Hi everybody. Strong, credible allegations of high-level criminal activity can bring down a government when the government lacks an effective, fact-based defense. Other techniques must be employed. The success of these techniques depends heavily upon a cooperative, compliant press and a mere token opposition party. 17 techniques for truth suppression. Number 1, dummy up. If it's not reported, if it's not news, it didn't happen. Wax indignant. This is also known as the "how dare you" gamut. 3, characterize the charges as rumors, or better yet, wild rumors. If, in spite of the news blackout, the public is still able to learn about the suspicious facts, it can only be through rumors. If they tend to believe the rumors, it must be because they are simply paranoid or hysterical. 4, knock down straw men. Deal only with the weakest aspects of the weakest charges. Even better, create your own straw man. Make up wild rumors or plant false stories and give them lead play when you appear to debunk all the charges, real and fanciful alike. Number 5, call the skeptics names, like conspiracy theorist, nutcase, ranter, kook, crackpot, and of course, rumor monger. Be sure to use heavily loaded verbs and adjectives when characterizing their charges and defending the more reasonable government and its defenders. You must then carefully avoid fair and open debate with any of the people you have thus maligned. For instance, set up your own skeptics to shoot down. Number 6, impugn motives. Attempt to marginalize the critics by suggesting strongly that they are not really interested in the truth, but are simply pursuing a partisan political agenda, or are out to make money, compared to overcompensated adherents to the government line who presumably are not. Number 7, invoke authority. Here the controlled press and the sham opposition can be very useful. 8, dismiss the charges as old news. 9, come half clean. This is also known as confession and avoidance, or taking the limited hangout route. This way you create the impression of candor and honesty while you admit only to relatively harmless, less than criminal mistakes. This stratagem often requires the embrace of a fallback position, quite different from the one originally taken. With effective damage control, the fallback position need only be peddled by stooge skeptics to carefully limited markets. 10, characterize the crimes as impossibly complex and the truth as ultimately unknowable. 11, reason backward, using the deductive method with a vengeance. With thoroughly rigorous deduction, troublesome evidence is irrelevant. For example, we have a completely free press. If evidence exists that the Vince Foster suicide note was forged, they would have reported it. They haven't reported it, so there is no such evidence. Another variation on this theme involves the likelihood of a conspiracy leaker and a press who would report the leak. 12, require the skeptics to solve the crime completely, e.g., if Foster was murdered, who did it and why? 13, change the subject. This technique includes creating and or publicizing distractions. 14, lightly report incriminating facts and then make nothing of them. This is something referred to as bump and run reporting. Baldly and brazenly lie. A favorite way of doing this is to attribute the facts furnished the public to a plausible sounding but anonymous source. 16. Expanding further in numbers 4 and 5, have your own stooges expose scandals and champion popular causes. Their job is to preempt real opponents and to play 99-yard football. A variation is to pay rich people for the job who will pretend to spend their own money. Flood the internet with agents. This is the answer to the question, what could possibly motivate a person to spend hour upon hour on internet news groups defending the government and or the press and harassing genuine critics? Don't the authorities have defenders enough in all the newspapers, magazines, radio, and television? One would think refusing to print critical letters and screening out serious callers or dumping them from radio talk shows would be control enough, but obviously it is not. Well, I have to say this is a really good article, and it's obvious that these techniques are being used every single day. Thank you very much for watching this video. Marcia signing out. And I'll post a link below as well.